And I've worked all over the world with people who have it all, CEOs and movie stars and athletes. And what I discovered working with the world's highest achievers is that they're not so different to you or me, except that they understand how to unlock the full potential of their mind. And I'm going to show you today how to unlock the full potential of your mind. Here's the thing about your mind to understand: it works for you. You don't work for it. Your mind has one job, and that job is to keep you alive on the planet against what were once not really great odds. So your mind's job is to make sure you live. To live, you have to find connection and avoid rejection. That's how we survive. Survival was always a numbers game. The more we would connect to, the more we would make it. The less we got rejected, the more we would make it. And so if you want to unlock the potential of your mind, first of all, you have to understand that you have to not see rejection as a life-threatening event that will kill you, because it won't. It can often make you stronger. And then you need to understand that there are 5 things that very successful people do, quite naturally, many of them, and you can do them unnaturally, and if you do them unnaturally enough, they become natural and they become your own. And here's the first tip to unlock the vast potential of your mind. People who succeed do what they do not want to do to get to where they want to be. An Olympic athlete will get up at 5 in the morning, chip the ice off their car windscreen, and they will train in the snow. They train in the cold. They train on Christmas Day. They eat a different diet. They push themselves a little bit because they want to get a medal. So people who succeed are always prepared to do what they don't want to do to get to where they want to be, and they do it first. People who fail without meaning to will give up their dream faster than do what they don't want to do. If you want to unlock the potential of your mind, you must be prepared to do what you do not want to do to get to where you want to be. Here's a simple example. You want to look great in your jeans and look great on the beach. You've got to do what you don't want to do, which is forgo cakes and cookies and sandwiches and ice cream. It's like, okay, to get what I want, I've got to accept I can't have this. I got to do what I don't want to get where I want. I got to give up cookies to get the body I want. I want to write a best-selling book. I'm going to have to stay up late on my own, writing, editing, sending it out to publishers. They might reject it. I've got to do a lot of what I don't want to do to get to where I want to be. I'm going to be a speaker. I'm going to walk on stage, and people might not like me. It's very pressured walking on stage. But if you want a platform, you do what you don't want to do to get to where you want to be. You do what you don't do naturally, and then you get to where you want to be. And you must do what you don't want to do first. That is very important. I've got to make a difficult call. I've got to speak to someone on a difficult situation. I've got to go to the gym and I don't like the gym. I've got to do all this stuff I don't want to do. But if I want to get to where I want to go, and do what I don't want, and I'm going to do it first. And doing what you don't want to do first makes you feel like a winner. Here's a third way that you unlock the vast potential of your mind. Come back from rejection. Do not allow yourself to see no as a negative, one direction. They didn't win X Factor. And they didn't go away and go, we didn't win, we weren't voted the winners. They said, well, it doesn't matter, we'll come back. And many people who've come second or third on places like Shark Tank and Dragon's Den have gone on to have immense success. Coming back from failure doesn't mean you don't fail. It's how quickly you get up again. If you do not let in rejection, if you will not take no for an answer, then you will come back. The Sopranos as a series was rejected. Desperate Housewives was rejected. Meryl Streep was rejected. Whoopi Goldberg was rejected. Many people who have immense success have been deeply rejected. And it's not the rejection, it's what you do about it. Do you allow it to make you hide and go, oh, no, I can't be rejected again? Or do you come back? Coming back from no, seeing it as a delay and not a denial, is a huge ability to unlock the potential of your mind. And finally, most people don't want to hear this. People who make it take action every single day in the direction of their goals. And someone said to Michael Jordan, "You're so lucky." He said, "The more I practice, the luckier I become." People like that don't take 2 weeks off and sit around the house eating pizza. If you take action every day in the direction of your goals, you can only succeed. So do what you don't want to do first. Don't take no for an answer. Come back from rejection. Take action every day in the direction of your goals. Do not allow destructive criticism to slow you down. Remember that we all get criticized. We all hear mean things. We go, "I hate your product. I hated that book. I hated you." Your ability to decide what to do with that will shape your life, because events don't affect you, as strange as it may sound. It's the meaning you attach. You can hear someone at school say, "You'll never amount to anything," and you have a choice. "You're right," or "I'll show you." Someone can say, I don't like this product, it's rubbish," and you can go, "Okay, I'll just go home and give up," or you can go into the "I'll show you." And you have a brilliant mind, and you do have a brilliant mind. You always have a choice. Rationalize why you feel so bad, so defeated, or talk yourself out of it. So the final potential of your brilliant mind to unlock is this. Your mind listens to every word you say. Every word you say and every thought you think is a blueprint that your mind and body must work to meet. When you say, "If I get rejected again, it will destroy me. I could never do that because, I can't do rejection. That's not good for me because I'm no good with confrontation. I can't ask for what I want. I have a great problem speaking to people. I'm not good when attention is on me." When you say that, you are stating a blueprint. And now your mind and body have no choice but to turn into the blueprint. People say, "Oh, I love dogs. Aren't they amazing? They're man's best friend. They're so I could never live in a world without dogs." Find dogs that love me. People say, "Oh, I don't like dogs. They're vicious. They're unpredictable. You never know when they're going to turn on you." Have different animals. Even people who say with children, "Well, they're neurotic and it's such hard work. Having a baby is the hardest job in the world. They keep you up all night." I never believed that. I found it easy and wonderful and joyous, because you get to choose what you say about anything. And if you really, really, really want to unlock your vast potential, and here's something else that I must add in, your potential expands as you move towards it. You have no idea what your potential is, because as you move towards it, it moves, and it moves again, and it moves again. And when your mind moves to a new dimension, you know what? It never, ever, ever moves back. It's why athletes break Olympic records, and then 20 other people break the same record, and then someone breaks an even better record. So you don't have to know what your potential is, and some of you don't, but you do know this. Your potential expands as you move towards it, and then it expands again, and expands, and it never goes back. So if you want to unlock phenomenal potential, talk to your mind like this. Say, "Hey mind, this is what I want from my life. This is what I insist on. This is what I require of myself. I require taking action every day in the direction of my goals. If I don't want to do something, I'm going to do it first." That's what winners do, and I want to be a winner. I require myself to come back from no, to come back from rejection, to take action every day, to take me to where I want to go, to do what I don't want to do, and to like the process. And if you say to your mind, "I want this, I like it, I've chosen it," your mind doesn't stop to go, "Is that true or not true? Is that a useful or not useful belief? Is that healthy or unhealthy?" It lets it in. So think about what you want and tell your mind, "I want this. I require this. I insist on this. This is what I want. This is what I require." So many of my clients who are famous rock stars, well, the first 2 years it was really hard. I went up and down the freeway in the back of a van with 5 other guys. There were no seats in there. It was awful. We traveled all night, we earned no money, we shared horrible digs, like 4 of us in a room, but we kept our mind on the vision. We want to be rock stars. If this is the price we have to pay, traveling up and down the freeway, not getting enough, we'll pay the price. We'll pay the price to get to where we want to be. And of course, when you get to where you want to be, you forget the price you paid. But you must be willing to pay that price. Do what you don't want to do. Do it first. Come back from no, come back from rejection. Take action every day in the direction of your goals. And talk to your mind like it's a PA that needs your guidance. I want this. I require this. I insist on this. I want this. Here's another sentence that will change your life and unlock your potential. I have chosen to do this, and I have chosen to feel great about it. I have chosen to stay up all night working on my business, working on my website, working on my book, my novel, my poetry, my painting, my business plan. I have chosen to put in the hours, but I've chosen to feel great about it. You see, your mind doesn't stop to disagree or agree, it just accepts it. And when you say, I've chosen this, I've chosen to say no to cake and yes to apples because I want to have a flat stomach, your mind says, okay. And when you go, oh, it's so difficult, I really want to be fit, but I don't want to eat apples, I need cake, I love cake, cake is my friend. Now your mind is so confused because you told it what you didn't want. I don't want to give up donuts and fast food and McDonald's, but I really do want a flat stomach. I don't want to do that. People who succeed focus on what they want, and they say, what's the price? I'll pay it. So I want you to imagine I'm inviting you to join a club. The club is the club where you will unlock the potential of your phenomenal mind. But you have to pay membership dues like all good clubs, and here are the membership dues that you must pay to join the club for people who've unlocked their phenomenal potential. You must pay the membership due of taking action every day towards your goals. Every day. There is no day off on the way up, plenty when you've made it. And even if you're just taking one action on a weekend, doing a bit of research, sending some emails, you will always feel like a winner. Here's another membership due. Do what you don't want to do to get to where you want to go. Studying, applying yourself, learning something new, asking for help. You don't want to do it? Do it anyway. And you must do it first. When you do it first, you feel good about yourself all day. You must bounce back from no. You must not let rejection stop you. It's a delay, but not a denial. One of my clients, who is a very, very famous rock star, said, everyone says I was an overnight success. He said, the truth is that overnight was 12 long years. I sang jingles, I sang backing singing. I sometimes thought I'd never make it, but I kept going. I kept my eye on what I wanted to do. When I was rejected, I came back. When someone said no, I said, I'm going to come back until you say yes. And then I made it. And now I've made it. It's almost like a dream, those 12 long years. I can hardly even remember them. And that's important. So be prepared to take those actions. Be prepared to dialogue with your mind, to talk to your mind, to remember you don't work for it, it works for you. Give it clear, detailed instructions. Remember the blueprint and make your blueprint crystal clear. I require this. I demand this of myself. I insist on this. I give this to myself. You must act in a way that is utterly consistent with the way you define yourself. Define yourself as a winner. Adopt those habits until they feel like you've always had them. Make them your own. And if you make those habits your own, you will only unlock your potential, not just now, but for the rest of your long, joyful, happy life. So please do it. And remember, there are so many people out there who don't know this stuff and will benefit immensely from it. So like, share, subscribe, share it with other people who need it. Let them know how helpful it is. Tell them what you're doing, where you learnt these techniques, sign them up too. And finally, as well as liking, sharing, subscribing, please tell me the content you need that will help you. I do what I love what I do. I want to give you content that is immensely helpful. And you can help me by saying, hey Marisa, you know what I'd love to hear about? It's this. I'd love to know more about that. I'd love to hear you talk about this. If you write in and tell me what you want, we'll make it for you, and you'll see it up here soon. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, you have no idea what you're capable of, but you do know when you go there, you don't go back there. Thanks for tuning in. Sending you love. See you soon.